Jay-Z requests to open a casino in Times Square. He stood in front of the New York State Gaming Committee to discuss his future endeavors. Look, fam, he entered a bid with two other corporations to put a casino in the middle of Times Square. They saying it's gonna create $7 billion in taxes, 26.1 billion for local businesses, 3,000 construction jobs, and 3,800 permanent jobs. Look, bro, it's a hotel, 999 rooms, something like that, fam. It's gonna create jobs. Look, the No Times Square Casino Committee is fighting against it. They say they not doing this for the people. They only doing it for the money. Drop it in the comments. Jay-Z ain't stopping. This is his third attempt. And he got the financial backing to make this happen. Look, I don't know. I don't live in New York. You know what I mean? Let him have it. But it's only going to make the city worse. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. Drop it in the comments. Scars from the playground. ASAP Rocky was spotted wearing Rihanna's high heels, fam. Red Mary Janes, he had a suit on, three-piece suit on with some red Mary Janes. He called it the Wizard of Oz. Look, bro, this is ASAP Rocky. This is that secret that ASAP Rally was threatening to expose. ASAP Rocky has always been like this, bro. He's just sweet. You know, he's just sweet like that. You know, he's sweet or unsweet. ASAP Rocky is just sweet. You know, him wearing the red Mary Janes is no shock. Yeah, it's no shock. He already said he sneaks in Rihanna's closet and always stealing items. But one would never imagine that he was talking about the high heels, man. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. Dropping in the comments, man. This doesn't even surprise me. It ain't even shocking, fam. I'm just being honest, just being real. Leonardo DiCaprio releasing a new film. One battle after another. Look, Sean Penn, Benicio del Toro, Teyana Taylor, Regina Hall, fam. This is dope. This is a story about revolutionaries running from a white supremacist police officer. But they fucked up because Sean Penn is playing the police officer, fam, and this is Sean Penn. You know what I mean? It's shit. If you know anything about movies and actors, you know what I mean when I say his name like that, man. It forces you to want to be with him. You know what I mean? But Leonardo DiCaprio and Teyana Taylor painting the town red on some revolutionary shit, fam. But uh, it pits you against the people because you like this actor, you got to ride with one. Look, this is gonna be an incredible story. I didn't think Leonardo DiCaprio was done. Just ain't heard from him in a minute. You know what I mean? I'm excited about this. And drop it in the comments. I got to see it. Kanye West performed in front of 50,000 fans in South Korea. 50,000 fans. The man can still put on the show. The people was shouting with glee. You know what I mean? They was happy to be there, bro. When they were playing that Power, they was chanting and singing behind it. I didn't see the whole show. You know, I don't even think I seen a piece of it. I'm gonna just be honest with you. I ain't even see a piece of it, but I heard about it. Yeah, I heard about it. I seen little clips, you know what I mean? But I couldn't really tell what was just happening, but I could tell that man still got it. Yeah, the sucker could still rap. Yeah, the sucker still rap, still has a set down. Let's just be honest, let's just be real. It's Kanye West. You may not agree with a person personally, but you got to learn to separate the man from the music. The man from the music. When the music is good, one cannot deny it. You know, I just don't like all the bully shit in the hell Hitler. I don't like it. You know, it ain't for me. Just being honest, just being real. Drop it in the comments. Scars from the playground. Freddie Gibbs throwing shots at Currency. Hospital. This one, it didn't really just come out of nowhere because he stayed Currency shitted on their first project, didn't do a video, didn't do a show, not one, nothing. You know what I mean? But yeah, he got that Currency on this Alfredo too. I still haven't checked out the project, But the way these lyrics coming in, they coming in hot. You ain't got to be honest, got to be real. He say currency, I could have did that Freddie by myself, bitch. I'm the best with A1. Keep it G, we on part 3. Go start a Chevy rap. Don't start me. You know what I mean? Look, bro, I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean? Currency, wherever you are, bro, I know you don't really just do the back and forth shit, but a nigga want to hear what you got to say about that. It's time, man. It's time. Currency been waiting to be activated. He tell you the truth, he ain't never stopped. And he just been behind the scenes, kind of laying low. This one right here come out of left field. I want to see what he say about that. Look, shout out Freddie Gibbs, because that makes me want to go check him out. Got to be honest, got to be real. When he say that Gunna shit, that Gunna is a rat bastard, you know what I mean? I laughed at it. I'm just being honest, just being real. Shout out Freddie. Freddie Gibbs. That's what I call him. I don't know him, you know what I mean? But from what I've heard, that's him. That's old Freddie, and Freddie, whatever y'all like to call him. Drop it in the comments, man. Scars from the playground. Rainwater throwing shots at Young Thug. He calling Jeffrey out for wearing that dress. Yeah, you want to know about that dress shit. He said, what kind of man actually goes that far and for what? And he also wants to know, inquiring mind wants to know. I can't just put it all on Rainwater. He's the one that's speaking about this, but it seems like people forgot. Like, I've never forgotten, especially when Young Thug came out wearing the leather hoochie daddy shorts and just acting all weird. You got to understand where he was before you went in that bitch. You know what I mean? Jeffrey was wearing dresses. I want to know, is he still like that? Yeah, I spent a lot of time saying Gunna is a snitch, Gunna is a rat, and all that other type of shit, man. Look, that's some old other shit. Nigga want to hear them stories about Jeffrey now. Why was you doing all that shit before you went to prison, fam? That's what a nigga want to know. Let keep it real. Don't be fucking with a nigga head. Drop it in the comments, man. Scars from the playground. Eminem starred in Happy Gilmore too. Now, he didn't get the biggest role ever, but it was an iconic role. He was the jackass guy. Jackass, what are you gonna do, Happy? If you hit me, you're gonna go to jail. Look, the Gilmore boys picked his ass up and threw him in the pond. Fed him to the gators, fam. It's the iconic alligators in Happy Gilmore. Look, Adam Sandler is amazing, fam. He's a legend, a titan in Hollywood, and he ain't never did no selling out. He don't even dress up for the pots, fam. This is highly respected, fam. There's no one like Adam Sandler. On top of that, if you ever enjoyed Happy Gilmore, the first one, the second one, bro, is, I ain't gonna say it's better, but 30 years later, I wouldn't have thought it was this good. You know, I'm just being honest, just being real. Drop it in the comments, fam. Scars from the playground. King Yella throwing shots at 4 Extra. And this ain't about the fingers. No, this ain't about that. He getting at him for how he was attempting to pick on 607 Unc when he was at No Jumper. He say the man weigh 100 pounds. All he doing is preying on the weak. They pick and choose who they want to play with. And he felt like 607 Unc was that guy. You know what I mean? Look, yeah, the man that lost a couple fingers. Now, let's just be honest. Let's just be real. So they even be talking like it's going to be a scratch behind this. That ain't, and you don't want to mess with that, bro. That's on some old handicap shit. That hand may never be the same. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. But 607 Monk ain't no punk either. I heard he was gripping something that could have changed the pace of the whole day. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. Shout out to 607 Monk. He's funny. You know, he's funny for real, bro. Not just funny looking. I'm just being honest, just being real. Drop it in the comments, man. Scars from the playground. Diddy sends a cryptic warning to 50 Cent by way of Twitter, and everybody knew it was him. All he tweeted was some eyeball emojis. He said, bro, how you know it was for 50 Cent? 50 Cent won't leave him alone. Yeah, 50 Cent won't leave him be. Yeah, he want 50 to know he's seeing everything. On top of that, it ain't just for 50. If the shoe fits, wear it. If you one of the people that's dragging the dealer, if you one of the people that's dragging the dealer, He's watching. He's trying to see how he know who he wants to be when he get out of prison. He trying to see who he needs to be to still be able to show face in hip hop, not just in hip hop, anywhere you go. It's gonna always be the dealers here. You know, let's just be honest. Let's just be real. You gotta see how he's gonna deal with that. But he's gonna put the brakes on a lot of people. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. Young Jock, you know what I mean? Young Jock got out the way because he wasn't about to answer no questions about Sean Combs, because he know how he get down. A lot of people do. Shout out 50 Cent, because he got the cojones to go at him. Jaguar Wright throwing shots at 50 Cent. Yeah, she throwing shots at 50 Cent. She say 50 Cent worse than Diddy and Sean Carter, all of them. She say 50 Cent is the worst. He allegedly was getting down. She say Boo Boo was getting down when he was locked up. Had an appetite that was they couldn't please him. He couldn't get enough. Shout out Jaguar, right? You got to give it to her because she got courage to go at everybody. Now, I don't know if these allegations about Boo Boo are true. And yeah, they call him Boo Boo. When I was in New York, they say that was his name. Yeah, they say what his name. Ain't nobody call him that now. He might punch her. He might steal off on you if you was to call him Boo Boo. But look, I got a cousin named Boo Boo, so it ain't no bad name. You know what I mean? But yeah, Boo Boo allegedly has an appetite. Shout out Jaguar Wright, fam. Scores from the playground. Drop it in the comments.
If they throw it, I'ma catch it to play the game like Tetris. I'm one of a kind rap. People tell me I'm a clip. I've been working 24 hours, summertime to winter. I ain't really at the chill, it gotta be about business.